Hi Pisces, my name is Luciani. I'll be doing a July general tarot reading for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. I appreciate your love and support, guys. Thank you so much. If you're new here, welcome. This is a healing in space. We welcome you with loving arms. If you're returning, welcome back. This is for your Pisces sun, moon, and rising. If you have Mars and Venus in Pisces, it's also applicable. If you don't know those planet placements, you can click a link below. It's called Cafe Astrology, and you can find out your birth chart, and including in there is the planet placements, and check it out and, you know, enlighten yourself if you never experienced it before. So as I was pre-shuffling on your energy, guys, I just feel like someone wants to bring you a message. They really feel hot in the pants for you. I feel a lot of passion. I feel a lot of sexual charged energy. Someone that you just have like a magnetizing connection with, even if you're not with them. Or something that just feels very addicting. Someone is like trying so hard not to communicate with you, but they do so bad. They just find you intoxicating, or you just find that intoxicating. It could be someone from your, like a soulmate type of energy. Again, it feels like, you know, I don't know. They don't know how to bring it. So let's just get into it. Thank you, Spirit, for entering my energies. Please present me, Pisces, messages you have for them July 2019. What messages do you have for Spirit? Spirit, they are definitely spirits. Pisces, July 2019, Spirit. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces, Spirit? What messages do you have for Pisces, Spirit? Wow. Exactly what I was just saying. That's really interesting. Oh, guys, I'm about to cry. Okay, 2 more messages. Oh my God, this is too beautiful. It's like a love story or something. It's just, wow. Okay. I'm just feeling overwhelmed because it's like a love story. It really do feel like a love story because it's like someone could have betrayed us in the past. Something that we had to really heal at the root. The ending did not go well. And we're like the phoenix that came out of that. We had to restore our power back from it. Really restore our strength back, our belief systems, our mental bodies. Things that, you know, we had to just regain over. But your intuition, your subconscious, I really feel like you guys are just in this space of intuitive awareness. Intuitive awareness of something that you just feel like is a soulmate connection that, like, we still are up in it. We're fantasizing about them. We're fantasizing about bringing them in like a beautiful love offer. Something that just like wants someone to travel to us and bring us romance and passionate affairs that we so desire, and we're fantasizing about it. But I just feel like in a reality, it's a lot of confusion and like what road to take to like maybe bring this message, or they're feeling like that towards you. They want a new beginning. They just want to jump into something new with you. They just don't know how to go about delivering it, and it's some level of suffering that's taking place. In my opinion, with these cards being presented, there's a suffering because they're really starting to they're learning about how to change their views on things, learning how to change their perceptions on how they might see you, or vice versa. There's this balancing act between dark and light energy. There's this willpower being assessed here. I never saw this on a chariot, but their willpower might be is actually going against them. They're using that force of their willpower so much that they're not seeing that too much is not bringing them this intuitive awareness that they want to bring them a beautiful love message here. But in the month of July, it seems like something happens that some sort of foundation just crumbles down in their life, that they have to like go back to square one. Or this is energy that you might be experiencing where foundations are crumbling down, but it's meant in the best intention here. It's needed to start brand new with the soulmate, or starting brand new with loving yourself, and really knowing that you have a lot of options out here, a whole lot. And it to the point where you run into a soulmate type of connection. If this isn't someone from your past, that things just drastically and tragically ended, where you had to learn a whole lot through different experiences, and now there's this entirely new path that has opened up, and you're just ready to just go right into it in July. And I feel like this whole new path is leaving a relationship behind, leaving a path behind, leaving something that felt securing behind. And you're not in that space of relaxation no more. You're in that space of just dutiful, hard-working, ambitious work. You're just on go right now, because there's a lot of transitionings that are taking place here. Let me clarify these. Pisces Spirit, July 2019. Clarifications you have for Pisces Spirit. Clarifications for Pisces Spirit. Clarifications for Pisces Spirit. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I have the Eight of Pentacles here twice. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So I see I see a couple of people involved here. I see a man needing to pick between three women. That can only be for the select few of you. I also see some sort of preacher or priest, or some sort of divine guru that we go to, shaman that we go to for spiritual advice, and you might be in a group setting. Things that we might be going through could be in a group format. I see like three mother figures, three creative projects that we're going like trying to figure out what road to take with it, because it is this constant, not even inconsistent, something that just feels like it's a level of suffering. Something's just not feeling like we're like all the way happy. I see someone really being hurt from something that felt safe and it wasn't safe. It was like some sort of codependent issue attached to this also, that we're rising out of, knowing that we can do this on our own and mastering things on our own. And it's like it's being forced upon us because something is occurring that's not okay. It's like a breaking up, someone's betrayal. I see betrayal here. Someone has betrayed you. And it's like giving you no choice but kind of learn from the experience. And the learning experience is like pushing you into like really mastering and learning a whole lot about yourself, putting yourself on stable footing by yourself. And it's something that you may not want to do. You know, this is something that you might don't want to work that hard. And it's like Spirit is pushing you to be working hard and pushing you to be a little bit more ambitious for your stability's sake. Just to gain grounding so that nothing just is taken from under you, just due to the fact that the foundation isn't necessarily created just because of void of ambition. We're not wanting to simply work as hard to cultivate that foundation. I do see a Capricorn energy here. I see Cancer also, as well as Libra. But for the most part, I do see an energy where we're balancing ourselves out. There's a truth that comes in. There's a goal obtained. The truth is that we have to create willpower, cultivating the spirit of victory after hard defeats and challenges in our life, and really starting to understand what this truth is really looking to bring us and make us to really know. This has a lot to do with your inner happiness, our consciousness, becoming more conscious of the suffering that we might be experiencing from others, or just something that we're afflicting on ourselves. There's this level of you maybe, I feel like fantasizing about, I see Taurian energy here, but I see like either you looking to explore your options, or this is just an energy where you're just in daydream mode about something that feels very shaman-like, something that just feels very spiritual. It's just like it's like someone takes you to a spirit realm that you fantasize about. Wow. You daydream about them. You imagine being with them. There's a lot of yearning here. A lot of synchronicities and signs that you're receiving from this energy here. And there's no longer a blockage with this soulmate connection. I feel like you're looking to unblock yourself to bring some sort of message to someone that could have possibly betrayed you in the past. There's this level of unforgiveness though. And I feel like, again, you defeat that concept of, wow, I see that you guys are going through a whole situation where you're being taught how to deeply forgive someone who has wronged you in the past, or anything that just feels like miscommunication, anything that we felt like was deceiving isn't deceiving anymore. It just feels like, wait, what I thought was deceiving about them, I actually am getting clarity on it more by maybe communicating to them, but yet the communication is still blocked. It's either someone brings you this connection, but they're still up in it. I don't feel like they're going to be I feel like they've been up in the air about it for some time, but they're no longer up in the air about it no more. They want to bring some clarity in. They want to, they're imprisoned. The longer they don't speak to you, Pisces, the longer they feel imprisoned because they don't feel nurtured the way you probably nurtured them. They're feeling extremely sad and weak right now. And they're trying their best to figure out how to go about it. Their pride is in their way right now. I'm feeling like a heaviness of like they're suffering just due to the fact that they need to open up their perceptions and create a little bit more of like a balance energy here with the Queen of Swords. I'm feeling like this person needs to really have this level of intellectual and independence. They need to think independently. And when they think independently outside of what made people other think of their thoughts, they break the chain of perceptions. They really care about what they think of others, and they're working on not doing that. This is a highly intelligent person. It's a balance between emotions and intellect. So they're starting to come into this space of understanding their own blockages from their self-deceptive behavior. I see self-deception here. Someone is self-deceiving themselves, and they're learning through some really traumatic experiences that they had to really rise out of to realize that forgiveness is important. When they probably didn't think nothing of it, very unforgiving, they turn into very forgiving energy because they could have possibly went through an experience that made them realize, I gotta go forgive Pisces. Or you might just be feeling that way where I have to go forgive someone because I'm in a shitty ass place in life and I'm like really missing this person that I'm really feeling connected to telepathically, spiritually with. So we have letting go that came out. Someone is looking to let go of programming, acceptance, learning that things are just what they are going to be, and learning how to let go and just really submission. Wow, and heart healing. Wow, so this is a beautiful, beautiful ass month, July, for Pisces, guys. You guys are really coming into mastery levels of healing here. You're just accepting things for what they are now. I feel like some of you guys are tired of just swimming upstream is what I'm getting. Swimming upstream is getting you nowhere, and you're just in a space of just flowing, letting go, and allowing your heart to truly heal from things that were tumultuous. But you're like you're feeling someone very telepathically. That's for sure. Something spiritually divine here. And it's just like you might have felt like you made a wrong decision in leaving them behind. Or some of you guys are in relationships where you thought you were in a soulmate connection. Is not at all what you thought. You want something more spiritual. You want something more spiritual. And it's just like you're in a space of just wanting something brand spanking new because we have the Queen of Cups. You want something nurturing. Something that's like visionary. Something more spiritual. It's just what it is. Wow. Okay, cool. So we have third eye chakra. Wow. And this was in your pre-shuffle. I forgot to say it in the beginning, but This is like a lot. You're supporting your inner knowing now. There's this, again, your imagination, your psychic powers. Y'all are feeling somebody from like a very telepathic third eye. It's like you're communicating literally to someone else. Like it's like you're talking on the phone with them, but it's through the spirit body. You also are coming into your inner knowing that swimming upstream isn't cutting it out no more. You're really knowing that there's this loss here, a loss of a foundation. Someone who was just extremely unloyal, or they're just double dealing, they're scandalous. There's just a lot of like emotionally violent, physically violent, something that just is not settling. And it's like you had to leave, or spirit comes in and knocks all of this shit down because it was for your best interest. Whether it feels uncomfortable or not, you are being guided for sure with that Tower card there. And it's teaching you how to stand on your own. I know it feels extremely uncomfortable right now, but it's a time to empower yourself. Really, it's really supporting our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. Okay? The last one we have is fertility. We have, it's inviting us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we've ever been before. It's activating the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. You guys are being led. It's like you're divinely going into an uncomfortable space that is like you're tired of swimming upstream. I can't help saying it. You guys are tired of being neglected, being like working so hard to a union that just isn't emotionally fulfilling, that doesn't feel stable, that doesn't feel like a refuge. And your refuge feels like more in a spirit body. And someone is really trying their best to come in and bring you a message, but they're still battling with opening up their self-deception. They have to start accepting what it is, and really letting go what's really not longer serving them, and healing from that space, because there's a lot of fertility and newness that's coming in here, but only if, again, we allow our inner knowing to like really guide us this July. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for coming to the channel. I appreciate your energy. I love you lots, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.